Hi, this is Heather with Keep It Simple Social Media, and today I want to show you how you can create your very own cover images with text on them, and also maybe how to put an overlay, which might be your company logo, onto the cover image. So I'm going to introduce to you a free photo editing site, which I use quite often, which is called PicMonkey. So that's www.picmonkey.com. And as you can see on the dashboard, you can edit a photo, you can do touch-up to photos. There's a design studio where you can see all the different templates that they have. They also have the Facebook cover image one, but I'm going to show you something just a little bit different by going over here to where it says collage. Now, if you put your cursor down onto this collage and click it, you will see that PicMonkey opens up a display where you can add 3 different pictures. But you are correct in thinking that this is not a Facebook cover image size, which is 851 by 315. So what you need to do is just go over to the left-hand side, and the second box down is called Layouts. If you click on Layouts, it gives you quite a number of examples for the different layouts that you could use. And you might think later of using some of these different layouts for creating content on your Facebook page. But today we're learning how to create your own cover image. So right here, FB cover stands for Facebook cover image. All you need to do is pick one of these templates. So I'll pick this one, and notice automatically it switches over, and what we have is the template that I chose. If I didn't want all these boxes, I could just click the little X here and it would remove one. Watch the other thing that I can do. I can drag the lines over so they're a little bit more bigger for adding my photos. The next thing that we have to do is we have to go up here to where there's a picture. This is the photo component where you can add your very own photos. And we're going to click the plus sign. It's going to ask you where the photos are you want to use. And in my case, I put them on my desktop. So I click on computer, I open the computer, and for me, I said they were on desktop. So on my desktop, I now have to choose the different photos that I want to use, and I open them, and it's going to drop them right here along the side. And I did have some other ones in there from before. And once again, just click on photo, go to your computer, open from your computer, choose where they are. In my case, I kept them in desktop, and I can just hold my shift key down and pick more than one at the same time, open, and it drops them right over here. Now, it's very easy to just drag and drop the photos in, right? Into any box you want. Now, the thing about Facebook is, even though these are incredible photos, they're not very clear, and so they might be a little too not bright enough to grab people's attention on Facebook. So I'm just going to click the little X and remove those photos, and I'm going to try for some different photos, and I'm just dragging and dropping them. And this just gives you a nice little example of how easy it is to do this. And, you know, I can then remove maybe all of these. See, I'm just getting rid of them. And here I've got a beautiful photo that I could use. And you see how it has a white background behind the photo? If you go to the left-hand side to this palette right here, and it does say background, and click on it, you can then drag the cursor and make it a black background. You can turn it into any color you want by dragging this around and choosing the one that looks best for what you're trying to do. The other thing that you can do is you can add text to this cover image photo. And by adding text, you simply go into the edit button up here and click edit, and then you open it in the editor. And now you can see on the left-hand side, I have more options. The first one I want to show you is how do you add your company logo on top of your picture. And right here where the butterfly is, that's called an overlay. If you click on overlay, it gives you lots of overlays that you can use for free, but you can also pick your own. And when you pick your own, you have to go into your documents, and then you have to find where your logos are, and then you just have to simply click on it and open it, and it will drop it onto your screen, and then you pull it to where you want it to sit. And you really don't need it large, so you can make it smaller as well. And you see how easy that was to do, to add my company logo right onto my cover image? The next thing you want to do is maybe add some text. So go back over here to the TT, that stands for text, click it, and then go ahead and add a text box. It drops it right onto your screen, and you can choose where you want the text box to sit. Click in it, and you can write whatever you want. And then if you highlight it by scrolling over it like that and clicking down, you can change the color of the font. You can change it to any color you want. You can make the font size larger if you want. And then if you want to drag the box, you just grab the lines and go like that, click inside the box and change the color again. And you can also change the font. Now, one of the things I want to point out to you is you can see these little crowns that are on PicMonkey. This is for the Royale version, and it's not necessary. There's a lot of free options on PicMonkey, but for as little as $40 a year, you can go ahead and use the Royale version, and I actually really like some of the Royale choices. And you can just scroll through them to see them. As you can see, lots of choices for you to use. I really like the Chelsea Market one. That's not a paid one. And then, of course, my next favorite is the Chanel, and that is definitely a paid version. So there you go. Now all you need to do is go back up here to where it says save, and you save the picture, and you click save on your computer, and then you want to call this your Facebook cover image so you know how to find it. I'm not going to keep it in my logos. I want to keep it on my desktop so it's nice and easy to find, and I save it. Now you go back to your Facebook business page and you scroll on the cover image right up here where it says change cover. Click on change cover, and you're actually going to upload it from your computer. So I know it's on the desktop, and I know I called it Facebook cover image, and I go ahead and I open it. Now I'm just going to give you a little design tip here. If your logo, your profile picture right here, look at the colors of it. So I could have designed it with a white background and red writing, and that way it would kind of fit really nicely with my marketing and my branding and my design. If the photo doesn't fit, it will let you drag it around. Otherwise, you're ready to go ahead and just save the changes. And that's how simple it is. But once again, this is time on task. Nothing is ever easy the first time. I'd love you to try it, and I would love you to ask me to look at your cover images, and I can give you a few tips or tell you how wonderful it is. This is Heather, and let's keep it simple.